today. The two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Lions going up against the Dolphins. With that, let's head on down to Miami, where we'll hand it over to the two men calling our game. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in one of America's finest cities, Miami, Florida. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Detroit Lions and the Miami Dolphins. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
Second down following the run.
Set 380.
Off play action, Tannehill. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and that's going to make it 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
So on 4th down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. Back deep for the Lions, it's Golden Tate. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. All right, let's get a peek at these starters here in the Golden Child, Golden Tate.
Love his versatility because you can use him anywhere in your offense. And he's an excellent kick returner. Loves to play the game, plays with passion.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. And the big tight end shifting around. Time running out here on the play clock. Just beating the play clock. Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So on fourth down, here's Sam Martin to punt it away for Detroit. The dangerous Jarvis Landry back for Miami. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. It's caught. Cameron, left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Zebra! 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 Zebra!
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Here's Matt Darr now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Pressure coming, and this looks like a short kick. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the first drive, 3-and-out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Here's Stafford. Buying time to his left. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll run here. Abdullah. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come up in an offset eye. On first down, it's Stafford. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3-and-out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. to the air. Tannehill on second down. And Cameron has it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
380. 380.
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. And he finds Stills complete. Now, Kenny Stills, he's a guy that's been vastly improved this year in the preseason as opposed to last.
And what I remembered about him when he came out of Oklahoma was his ability to make big plays downfield. That got lost a little bit during his time in the league, but it certainly appears during this preseason that it's back.
Yeah, second preseason game against Dallas. 3 catches, 71 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Cameron, the man in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn.
Glover Quinn came into the NFL as a cornerback, but he's morphed into one of the better safeties in the league, and he just finished this one off with that nice pick.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Earl Mitchell in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Third and long, it's Stafford. This is Reddick on the screen. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And Marvin Jones, he looked pretty good in the preseason against his old team, the Bengals. 64 yards. He's kind of giving Golden Tate a run for #1 at the wide receiver spot.
And really, that's exactly why Detroit went to get him. They knew that they had a glaring hole there. They knew the skills of Marvin Jones. And now in this preseason, we've seen it all come together. What a great tandem they can be.
A second down run for Abdullah. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll come out in the pistol. On first down, Stafford here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Second and 10, Stafford again. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And that's going to make it third down and 10.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is third and 10. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on third and 10. Just beating the play clock. Stafford. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. And Charles, Detroit, they obviously had some needs at wide receiver. Signing Bolden in July could be a huge boost.
Going along with signing Marvin Jones in the offseason, Andre Roberts. But I think that Anquan Bolden looked at the situation and said the Lions throw it a lot, they spread it around, and his veteran presence can really help those young receivers.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there, couldn't hang on. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Again, it's Stafford. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. And this seemingly endless drive continues. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. 3rd down and goal from the 8. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. So that's when you almost never see at this level a wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I can understand it, but it's almost like you heard a whistle or something to stop this swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill going deep here for Parker. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Stafford, he couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. This is screen to Abdullah. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So still a full 10 yards to go here. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's got time in the pocket. It's caught. Jones. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Stafford now to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Koamisi able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of a yard. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. It's complete to Golden Tate. It'll be a gain of 11, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Partner sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Play faked Abdullah. It's Stafford. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They're going to run it with Abdullah.
This is where you need to rely on your offensive line, and you tell the person carrying the football, no dilly-dallying around, no trying to hit the home run. Just hit the hole hard and get in there for a 1st down.
After the interception, here's Stafford. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. And switching gears here a little bit, you know, the players always talk to us about their Madden ratings. And it's Madden release week.
Yeah, they're never real happy about it.
They never are they?
No, they're really not. They always think they're better or want to be better, and they want to see it increase and improve as the season goes along. But just last week, I was at an NFL training camp. I heard a couple of guys talking about playing Madden. And one guy said, yeah, you just wait till next week when the new game comes out. I'm going to get you. Well, next week is here. Those guys are probably getting ready to go at it real soon.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Stills over the middle. A very solid gain of 27. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Set, blue 10. Blue 10. Zebra. 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 380. 3 dagger. Ace. Ace. Zebra. Zebra. Dagger. 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Zebra. 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 380. 380. Dagger. Dagger.
Tannehill on third down. It's caught. Cameron left side. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Dagger. Dagger. Ace. Ace. Bang.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Wide 20. Wide 20. Dagger. Dagger. Dagger.
On 4th down, Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Defense showing blitz. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And the reception made over the middle. This is Bolden. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Stafford now. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Earl Mitchell in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a pickup of 7, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And now Stafford must not be pleased with something. He's going to turn, and he signals for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones from 4 yards out. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off, didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. He goes underneath to Abdullah. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession.
You work all week planning for every eventuality on defense, and your coaches have told you got to be prepared for fakes, and then they still work sometimes.
In the defense, this has to be one of their most hated moments in football, right?
Oh, of course, because when they get to the sideline, at some point, some coach is going to say, didn't we go over that this week?
On 1st down, Abdullah. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing on third down, Stafford. Flushed out right. It fights him off. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It's the former Lion, Ndamukong Suh. Able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first, this one from 38. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 76 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job one. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes. Look at your timeouts. Make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard and the time left on the clock, as you noted? So many things to go through.
So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. Tannehill looking to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. So here come the Lions now. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Stafford gives to Abdullah. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back.
Third and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
An expecting pass. Stafford to the right side to Eric Ebron. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play.
He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Ready, blue 10, blue 10.
He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
This will be caught at the 2. 23 yards on the play. Good throw, good catch, and the post route successful. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. So with next to nothing left on the clock, they get Charles what should be the game-winning touchdown catch.
That felt so much like practice and preparation coming together. So many times your last practice of the week, you score the game-winning touchdown. Everyone leaves the field feeling good about themselves. They got it done for real in this situation.
And he bangs this one through to make it a 13-9 game now. Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Back to throw. This is screen to Abdullah. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.